Hello everybody. So today might be my last day of owning this Towncar because so far my attempts of selling it have been unsuccessful. And as I kind of go into the second week attempt of selling this Towncar, I guess as I head to work, I'm going to start telling you a bit about my experience, only because I never really sold a car in person like this. So I guess let me try to defrost my car a little bit and tell you more. All right, with the car defrosted and me on my way to work, I can kind of quickly show you what the life is like without the defrost working. So I got this thing cranked up quite high on the defrost setting. Air is coming out of these registers right here in the front, and as you can kind of see on the windshield, so it's defrost from the top down. That's so with that technology that I pioneered myself. It takes longer. It takes for the car to really warm up. Oh crap! I didn't realize I was filming with the flash on. So let me turn that off in a second with the stoplight here. It's kind of a pain. So when I came out this morning, I didn't realize that the temperature might have dipped, below freezing, and that's what caused this. So I try to be very deliberate when the time comes to actually defrosting the car. The rear defrost works just fine. You can kind of see the back is fine. Yeah, but with the front one, I try not to use the wipers because they just, smears everything, and then you just kind of have to live with it. So not super inconvenient, but you can't call it a convenience either, because you kind of have to plan. You have to leave ahead of time. You have to allow the car to warm up. You have to use the de-icer, which I always have with me during the winter time, and that's kind of how it is. So but anyway, let me share with you a little bit about my experience so far trying to sell this car, and honestly, it hasn't been good. I know my experience is probably not unique. Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and all sorts of websites are filled with stuff that may or may not be real. In my case, trying to sell this car is definitely real. You see, I got it down to a quarter tank. The car sat for a week. I got all my crap transferred out of this car into the Fusion, and I thought, hey, you know what? There's got to be one person in the in the Midwest, somebody local. And when I say local, I don't mean in Illinois where I'm at, and I understand Illinois is a big place, so the person can be on the other side of Illinois, but at least somebody within a reasonable driving distance that would be interested enough in contacting me and coming out to take a look at it and hopefully buying it, or not, right? Or coming out saying, you know what, it's not my thing. All right, got too many miles. Let's see, what are we up to these days? Got 124,951 miles. But apparently, that's too much to ask. And you see, I'm watching my miles to empty. Man, on a quarter tank, it can only go 77 miles. That's quite a laughable number. Especially when I'm going to try and, make some videos about the Ford Fusion. And its gas mileage. It's kind of, I got two extremes here. But in any case, I had one guy reach out to me several times from Indiana. We agreed to meet. He said, I'll come out on Friday, this past Friday. So I'm filming this on a Tuesday, December 11th, yes. We agreed to Friday. I told him, okay, come here, come there. He never showed up, no call, no show. So then later, he called me later in the evening, said, I'm really sorry. I was going to come out from Indiana. I had another guy. He had to work. Can we do it, tomorrow on a Saturday? I'm like, yeah, sure. What time? He said, well, I'll call you. Yeah, no call, no show twice. Obviously, he's not interested in the car. That's as close as I got to a real kind of, attempt. I had a few people offering me to meet them halfway, and the halfway meant like driving for 6 hours one way. I'm like, no, please no. I am selling this car for $3,000. It's not worth for me to drive, 6, 8, 10 hours, I can meet you, I can drive half an hour to meet you, but then if you end up buying it, I'm going to have to ask you to drive me home. I'm not spending $100 on an Uber to sell a $3,000 car. And that's before we even bargain. So, and then I had one gentleman from Texas, and Mr. from Texas, if you're watching this, I know you probably meant me no harm, and I don't mean you any disrespect, but like that whole interaction between you and I, that was honestly, on my side, it looked very weird. I appreciate your tenacity and reaching out to me via every phone call that you probably found from Googling me, but I told you, I preferred via email. That's why I got my email posted, and we went very quickly from you being interested to me picking you up from the airport, and then you had a car carrier already lined up. It's like, whoa, let's slow down a little. There's a reason why I have my email posted and not my phone number. I don't want phone calls. I get plenty of those. And once again, your tenacity is outstanding. But for me, I try to look after, my own safety and the safety of my family. And when you start calling every phone number that you probably found on the internet of me, including, my wife and my work, and especially when I've been responding to your emails, and I said, let's wait, let's connect later in the week. I'm not ready to play a shuttle driver from the airport, and then you wanted to send me a check, and then you had a car carrier waiting, and it's like, no, let's slow down. It's $3,000. It's not gonna make or break my bank. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'm sorry, but this world is filled with, Saudi princes and African delegates that want to leave me their inheritance and all that stuff. And like I said, you probably meant well, and I'm sorry I reacted this way, but at the same time, I kind of freaked out. So anyway, so that experience also was not very positive. So yeah, so I am a man of my word, and I said that I will post this car on the video. I will wait for a week. It's been actually a little over a week since I did that, and I had no takers, no serious takers, or none that would work out for me, because I don't know, in my world, I know people buy cars sight unseen. I get that, but I'm not the dealership. I got everything to lose and very little to gain. That's even if I will sell it for $3,000 that I'm actually asking for. So that's why my willingness to take a risk is, let's just say, diminished. So yeah, so here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm taking this car to a dealership today. I filled out one of these offers, buy my car now. And, and then I'm taking it to one of the dealerships. I'll post a picture of what I got. And actually what I got, the quote-unquote, the offer I got, was $3,000. It's exactly what I'm trying to sell it for. So I don't know if they're going to offer it to me. I don't know if they're going to look at the car and say it's not worth $3,000, but I listed I didn't go into the finer details of the defrost not working, or that one of the tires has a very slow leak. By the way, I filled up the tire last night because I knew I was going to be driving it, and ultimately it's just, I'm willing to go that route because, once again, my experience in trying to sell this car the traditional way just has not been positive one, and it's a time drain, and I'm sorry, but people who are interested in it are not really interested, and those that are, that doesn't work for me. The methods used, I just want to go the traditional route. We meet, we talk, you drive, you give me money, I give you the title, and then we both go and sign for it at a DMV or a currency exchange or whatever. And that's another problem. It's like if we do this on a Sunday, the Secretary of States are closed, and the currency exchanges are closed, so we have to do it during the week. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to take off work to do this, so we can do this either after work or on a Saturday, like a lot of normal people do it. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm drifting. So I'm going to take it to the dealership. I'm going to try and film as much as I can. I'll keep you posted, so it's all going to go on the same video, and this is my attempt to sell it through a dealership. Now, if this dealership, starts giving me crap, I got another one lined up. So I filled out one of those offers to buy my car, and I had two dealerships reach out to me. They're both local. I can drive this car, and if they decide to buy it from me, I'll either ask their shuttle, to home, because it's like within 15-20 minutes away from me, or I'll just get an Uber and spend an extra, $30-$40. But I'm not driving across the country and then catching a flight back home for $3,000, right? So if I was selling a $30,000 car and stood to make a nice profit off of it, then yeah, maybe. But in this case, I need to be quick, easy, and effective. And you can kind of see that now. I've been driving it for a while. My windshield is defrosted, so that's how I live. And actually, it's 34 degrees, so it's not that even cold. It's a little annoying. Yeah, so the dealership only got the fact that I got quarter panels. I marked there's something in there that says previous service or previous paint work or something like that, or previous body work. There's something there that pointed me to that direction. And yeah, I got all my books and everything in that bag, plus my lunch for work. So there's that. Yeah, but man, the car stood for a week. I got in it, started right away. I rekindled my memories of this car, but man, does it drink gas. That's the one thing that I just can't get over. The Fusion, I've been driving for a week and a half. I got more than half a tank of gas left. This car, I drove for, let's see, what's the trip? 18.2 miles. And I drove 213 miles on this car, and I got less than a quarter tank already. And I understand what you guys are thinking. Like, yeah, that's what these cars get. The 18 miles a gallon, that's like their average. I get it. I understand. But, man, that's the one thing I'm definitely not going to miss. Because even though the gas prices went down, I mean, I even saw $2.99. And I think like yesterday, and then I think it was a little less this morning. So gas prices are definitely falling. But I was like, man, the Fusion gets excellent gas mileage compared to this one. Like, it's again more than double. And yeah, even though there's a lot of things that I will miss about this car, I really will. I think if I end up selling it today, I will have an emotional moment. I'm not gonna lie. It's the same emotional moment I had with my Buick LaCrosse. There's definitely a lot of things to love here, but at the same time, I gotta do it. I can't have two cars. I mean, I just watched it sit for a week, and I'm like, there's a good chance that a chunk of it might fall off because of all the rust. Yeah, anyway, so that's my update so far. I'll keep you posted depending on how it goes. Either I'm gonna tack on the back end of this video or I'll make a whole new video about actually process of selling it. And like I said, I'm willing to take a reasonable offer from the dealership just to put this thing to rest. Hopefully somebody will like it as much as I do. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, folks, so here we have it. I am at an Acura store right here. I showed up. They gave me an offer of $2,000. I tried to get a little bit more. They said, unfortunately, that's all they could offer me. It's kind of like a take it or leave it approach, because they said they will wholesale it. Now, whether it's true or not, I have no way of knowing. I thought about it for a second, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't have the energy or time to argue with them or try and find somebody who would buy it for me for $3,000. Now, I think I really thought that I would never have a problem selling it at $3,000 as a running and driving town car with a huge community of followers for these vehicles. But the fact of the matter is, I couldn't find anyone. Once again, I shared with you my experience from this morning. It's already, as you can see, evening time, and I just couldn't find it. So I'm waiting for the salesperson to get all the paperwork. I signed over the title, and $2,000 will have to be. So sorry if you wanted this car, whoever you are watching me, but it has to be that. I am a little bit emotional right now, not gonna lie. Might have regrets later on. Technically, having hypothetical regrets right now, because I love this car. But the reality is I can't do it. This will continue to rot until somebody, fixes it the right way. And you know, it's nighttime, so the guy didn't even ask me why is your car two different colors, but at the same time, for $2,000, does it really matter? I got the keys still inside, but the guy locked it, so yeah, that's it. It's the end of the road for the town car. So I will make other videos. I do plan on doing the whole you know, Fusion thing. I'll rebrand myself as a Ford Fusion guy and all that good stuff. And but that's it, guys. I don't know, maybe, hey, you guys have a chance to buying it from this dealership now. It's an Acura in Highland Park, Illinois. So it's on Route 41, right across from the Ace Hardware. All right, I see the salesman, so yeah, see everybody. I'll post some last pictures of this car, and this is it. This is the end. See you, Town Car. You will forever be in my heart.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.